All right, guys, thanks for joining us here on the deck. We show you how to cook some of our favorite dishes with fish right here. So what we're gonna make today is basically stuffed bell peppers. So it's gonna be kind of an Italian style stuffed bell peppers. We're gonna use a walleye fillet, some mushrooms, a few other ingredients. We're gonna stuff the bell peppers, then we're gonna put them in the smoker over here and bake them off in the Camp Chef pellet grill. First thing we're gonna do is take the fish, and it's just a walleye fillet that I had frozen. I had trimmed all the red meat off it. It's been frozen for a little bit. So I'm gonna take a fillet knife and cut it down in little strips. You can see that knife is really sharp. That's our friends at Outdoor Edge Knives. And now I'm gonna get it nice even sized chunks like that. And as soon as I have that chunked up, then we'll put it in this bowl right here. A little bit of olive oil is going in there as well. Then we'll put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and we'll give that a quick toss and let that sit here for just a minute while we work on the other ingredients. Anytime I'm cooking outside, I like to keep my cold ingredients cold by bringing a cooler out. And I'm gonna take some of this orzo that I pre-cooked and I tossed it lightly with olive oil just so it wouldn't stick together too much. And I'm gonna add about equal portion to the amount of fish that I had in here. I'm going to add some spinach. Now the spinach, I blanched off. It was fresh baby spinach. I gave it a quick blanch. I don't want a lot of spinach in here. We're just giving it for a little bit of flavor, a little bit of pepperiness. All right, guys, you can see I got the little Camp Chef cranking hot. Put a skillet on there. We're gonna take these mushrooms and we're gonna cook them for just a couple minutes. So there I have a bell pepper. So what I'm gonna do is just cut the top of it off, and then I'm gonna take the middle of it out. All right, guys, mushrooms are done. They've cooled down a little bit, so we're gonna take these and drop them in here. We don't want the liquid necessarily, just the mushrooms themselves. Put a little bit of flat leaf parsley in there as well. Take these two peppers and put just equal portion of this mixture down inside the pepper. So what I've gotten here, guys, is a mixture of sour cream, Chardonnay, and a little bit of lime juice and a little bit of Dijon mustard. It's mostly sour cream. So we're gonna put this in here and it's gonna cook down into these peppers. Fresh grated Parmesan cheese. I'm gonna put a little bit of goat cheese on top, flat leaf parsley on top for color, a tiny little bit of pepper on top. When you check out the smoker right here, it's the Camp Chef Smoke Pro SG. It's got direct access to the grill. I've got it humming along at 300 degrees. It's burning on competition blend pellets. I've got the hopper full of pellets. That's what it's burning on. So what I'm gonna do is take these and I'm gonna put them in the smoker. We're gonna leave them in there at 300 degrees for about 30, 40 minutes. All right, guys, you can see that my smoker's cruising along here at about 270 to 280 degrees. I just opened it and put this probe in there, and this probe goes up and inside there and is now stuck in the middle of one of those peppers. Like I told you in the beginning, you need to make sure, because we put raw fish in there, that it has time to cook and come completely up to temperature. So I have two different probe options for me. I could put one probe in each pepper if I was really concerned about it, but I'm not that worried about it. So if I push this, it tells me, if you look right there, that the probe is at 137 degrees. So they are not quite ready to pull yet. So I'm gonna let it go to about 142, 145 to make 100% sure that it's cooked all the way through. Then I'll pull it off and we'll let them rest. And look at what we have for you. How nice do those look, guys? All right, guys, so there you have it. There is my stuffed bell pepper, stuffed with walleye and spinach and orzo and some cheese and the yummy sauce in there. That's gonna be absolutely delicious. We'll set those over here because they are screaming hot and they need time to rest. And I recommend you let them rest till they're almost room temperature. You want them warm. They don't have to be eaten hot. Really important thing about this particular recipe is you can do mix and match ingredients almost anything you want. You want to put rice in there, that's fine. You want to put orzo in there, that's fine. You know, any kind of fish, shellfish, ground venison, whatever. You can put almost anything in there. It'll be really delicious. You can take it whatever direction you want. Doesn't even have to be a bell pepper. It could be a poblano or anything like that as well. So keep that in mind. Cooking them in the smoker adds a real nice earthiness and flavor to them. It's under competition blend here, and it's a really tasty recipe. If you want the recipe, you can get it at fishfulthinker.com or on our YouTube channel at Fishful Thinker. Of course, you can join this conversation on social media at Fishful Thinker across all platforms. And otherwise, we hope you'll tune in. We'll see you next week.